There, that's some water for me. Thanks very much. Share this broadcast, please. We want to get talking. I only have 30 minutes for us to talk about this momentous occasion that's happening. London March is happening at the Zimbabwe Embassy, Charing Cross, tomorrow, 2 to 6 p.m. Oh man, I love Zimbabweans. Something powerful is happening in this nation, and you can't afford to miss it. So wherever you are across the world, if you are in Zimbabwe, if you're outside, please go ahead, share these two broadcasts. We want to talk about what we are doing tomorrow. We want to talk about why we are doing it, and we want to talk about what is the deal? Why are Zimbabweans marching tomorrow? Okay, why are Zimbabweans marching tomorrow? Why are we getting together first and foremost, and why are we marching tomorrow? So this is a very, very, very exciting time for us. If you are not Zimbabwean, please bear with us, because we can't help ourselves because of what we are about to do tomorrow. Okay, so join with me real quick. Please share this everywhere you can. And we are now going to get started. I only have 30 minutes, and then we've got to quit so that we get ready. Freedom is coming tomorrow, someone says right here on Twitter. Thank you very much. Someone says, any details for Bulawayo March? We're still getting those. That's happening. Joburg March is at the Jamestown Embassy, South Africa. Let's meet there. This is coming from Witness Mudzamatira. Okay. Cape Town March is at the Grand Parade from 10 a.m. I got to get these details down. So you guys got to keep writing this, because I want to keep announcing that. So Cape Town in South Africa, the Grand Parade from 10 a.m. That's coming from Any Mass. Okay. Cape Town is at the Grand Parade at 11 a.m. And if you're in Johannesburg, the march is at Jamestown Embassy. Ian, okay, I got it here. I want to write this down so that I don't want to forget this. So Cape Town is at the Grand Parade. As I'm writing this down, please do me a favor, share these different broadcasts so that we can get more and more people to come on this. So Cape Town is the Grand Parade. And in Joburg, it's at the Jamestown Embassy. Okay, tell Zimbos in UK not to drive, use the trains. Nearest station is Charing Cross and the Tube Embankment. So in the UK, don't drive, take the train, Charing Cross, the Tube Embankment. So that's in London. I'm told London is 2 to 6 p.m. Let me know if it has changed. We're going to the Zimbabwean Embassy in London. If you're in Johannesburg, we are going. Someone says, I love your smile, Pastor. Thank you. Yes, finally I can smile. I appreciate that. So if you are in South Africa, the Jamestown Embassy. If you're in Durban, Pinetown. Sorry, if someone is just saying they can hear me in Durban. So if you are in Joburg, the Jamestown Embassy. If you're in London, it is going to be at, let me just make sure this is going correct. No, we want to carry on with our broadcast. We don't want to stop here. No, I think we lost that. We're going to try again on our Twitter. Sorry, I just lost my Twitter there for a second. Let's try that one more time. Just bear with me so that we go back onto our live on Twitter, and we will be back just now. Okay, so what's going on here tomorrow? Tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, if you do not have your eyes on Zimbabwe, then you don't know what's going on. There is a lot that's happening. Zimbabweans have finally found each other, and we are going to be making our voice heard and making ourselves known as we begin to make a demand for a better Zimbabwe, for a new Zimbabwe, for a different Zimbabwe. So we have gotten together with our war veterans. As I'm talking to you, don't mind me. I'm trying to make sure that I have enough network for me to make it happen. Malawi standing behind you. Thank you very much. Manchester March is the Piccadilly Gardens, UK. So Manchester March is Piccadilly Gardens, UK. So you've got to make sure that you verify these things. So Manchester March is Piccadilly Gardens. Okay, there we go. And there's more coming in. So we want to talk about what we're doing tomorrow. Talking about what we're doing tomorrow here in Harare. There's something happening something in Johannesburg. There's something happening in Cape Town. There's something happening in London. And Gaborone, Botswana March at Airport Junction to Zim Embassy. Gaborone is, this is amazing. Gaborone is just come in. I don't want to miss that Gaborone one. Where did it go? Gaborone. I need you to give me those details again about Gaborone. Okay, so Gaborone, airport junction to embassy. All right. Now, wherever you may be, if you are not in Zimbabwe, please find each other where you are. Okay, find each other. London is at the embassy, the Zimbabwean embassy in London. I'm told that you get off at Embankment. Charing Cross is where it is. Get off at Embankment and make it happen. So find each other, whatever country you are in, and let's just blow this thing out. Please share this broadcast so that we can talk about what's going on over here. Someone says I'll be there in Cape Town. Someone says Eastgate. Sorry, someone says it's Eastgate, not Germiston. It's consulate, not embassy. Okay, so thanks very much. So for Johannesburg, it's consulate. It's Eastgate, not Germiston, and it's consulate, not the embassy. All right, so there you go. So please find each other out there as well, and let's let's make that work. Ladies and gentlemen, we are approaching a historic moment in the history of our nation, Zimbabwe. In a few hours from now, Zimbabweans from across the political divide, the racial divide, the tribal divide, we are going to be coming together. Somebody answered this person who's asking what time at the Zim embassy in London. I had been told 11, but then I saw something that said 2 to 6. So please, can you clarify the time for the London gathering that's going to be happening at the embassy for me there real quick. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. This is the biggest thing that the citizens of Zimbabwe have done since 1980 when we voted for a government of the people and by the people. Tomorrow, we are going to be making a statement. Now, here is the exciting thing. All right? The exciting thing is this. Someone says in Windhoek town to Zim embassy tomorrow. Windhoek town to Zim embassy tomorrow. Please find each other in Namibia, in Windhoek. Make this thing go viral. You have tonight to do it. Don't sleep. Communicate. Make it happen. Now, an exciting thing that has happened tonight, which we already had the information, by the way. We were working with the war veterans who are amazing. Our war veterans, they amazing. They came together. They said, guys, Bafana, Veshliki, Chembere, everyone, Zimbabwe is your country. We fought for you. Let's bring the country back to you. So Tabata and Nema war veterans, we are together now with the political people from political parties. We're together now with people from civic society. We're together now with people from almost everywhere. I mean, there are people from ZANU-PF coming, there are people from MDC coming, there are people from PDP coming, there are people from churches that are coming, pastors, churches are coming out. I was just talking to my good friend, Dr. Shingi Munyeza. Dr. Shingi Munyeza is coming to the march, and there's many other pastors and churches that are coming. Don't get left out. Listen to me. This thing we are doing is legal. We are within the Constitution. We're not breaking the law. And tonight, I'm glad to report to you that what we had been told by the war veterans and the military earlier on when we had a meeting, because we spent the whole day getting clearances and making the convergence work, meeting with war vets, meeting with all different people that we were talking to. They told us that we had been cleared by the military. But tonight on the 8 p.m. news on ZBC TV, the army, the announcement was actually made by, on the news that tomorrow the army has cleared our march, and that all they are asking for is that there be no violence, that people do not loot, and that they do not insult. And we want to make that very clear. Tomorrow, especially those of you that are here in Zimbabwe that are marching, we have the march, we have the clearance from the police, we have the clearance from the army. Let's not mess it up, okay? So the military has okayed it, and they've made their rubber stamp on this public. Now, some people are saying to me, why are you going to march with these people from ZANU? Why are you going to march for the military? You don't know what they are up to. Why are you marching with people that you don't know who they are? Let me tell you why I am prepared to march tomorrow, even with people that I may not like or may not agree with. It is because finally we have found the one thing that we agree with. Finally, we have found the one thing or the two things that we agree. And it's important that we major on the things we agree on. Let us not major on the minors, Zimbabweans. Don't be caught up and majoring on things that don't matter. Now, look, some of the things do matter. In fact, let me just correct myself. Some of those things, yes, they do matter. But right now, what is important is that we agree on one thing. We agree that Robert Mugabe must go. We agree that it's time to build a new Zimbabwe that speaks to our future and not to our past. And so we also agree that our military has done a good job. And so because we agree to those things, we must converge around what we agree on. It doesn't matter where we come from. It doesn't matter which churches we're a part of. It doesn't matter which political parties we're a part of. It doesn't matter what we've been through. I mean, I can tell you now that I have spent the whole year in and out of prison. I've spent the whole year in and out of court. And yet I'll still go and stand side by side from people that come from the political party that sent me to prison. And I'm still on bail. On the 29th of November, I'm still going for my trial. So we have found something that we agree on, and we have to maximize the moment. I love it. I'm seeing people from everywhere. Someone says, let's work together to rebuild our new country and make it the breadbasket of Southern Africa. I totally agree. We have got to do that. Okay. So someone here also says that the Consulate of the Republic of Zimbabwe, 13A Boeing West Road, Bedford View, Johannesburg. That's happening tomorrow. Someone says freedom is coming tomorrow. I remember the prayer. Yes, freedom is coming tomorrow. All right. So I know that you're sharing this. So here's what's going down tomorrow. Tomorrow we are going to be converging in Harare, particularly because I have the details for Harare. I'm still waiting for details for other places like Bulawayo and so forth, and I'm hoping that those details will come through pretty soon. But for Harare tomorrow, we have 2 points of converging. Number one is going to be the Zimbabwe grounds in Highfields. The war veterans are gathering their whole constituents. All the war veterans are coming tomorrow. So you have older people. In fact, today I was in a meeting with some old war veterans. Some of them can't walk anymore. Some of them have been hurt. They were injured in the war. And they all said, young men, we want to come and we want to stand with you young people. But they are the ones that have opened this door. Remember, our military stepped up. Our soldiers stepped up and they said, no, we need to fix this country. So tomorrow, part of what we are doing is that, number one, we are going to be thanking our military. Look, I don't care what you think about our military. Now, yes, I think that there are things that they may have done that you and I don't agree with. But on this one thing that they did to stand up to Robert Mugabe, I give them all the props. And I think it's in order for us to be able to say to them, thank you. And now tomorrow we are playing our part, because you see, they were waiting for us to come and play our part. They were waiting for the citizens to come and also enjoy, to come and say, let's go as well and stand together, with this, with everyone else. So tomorrow as we go, so we go to the Zimbabwe grounds, which is where the first gathering is going to be. Zimbabwe grounds is in Highfield. If you can make it there, come. We're starting to gather there at 8 a.m. in the morning. If you can't come to the Zimbabwe grounds in Highfields, make your way to 4th Street. 4th Street bus terminus, we are going to be gathering people there. And that is where we are going to wait there 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, I think it is. And the people that are coming from the Zimbabwe grounds will then come together and meet those that will be at 4th Street. And from then we will get more directions as to where we shall march to. Now, this is a very important aspect. We have to show that we are good citizens. Tomorrow, everyone is going to be involved in making sure that there is no violence. Everyone is going to be involved in making sure that there is no looting, there is no breaking of things. We have the assurance of our military to be able to do this. Tomorrow is a day of extreme joy and not a day of terror. We want to build a new Zimbabwe. Someone says, who will be leading the march? We have different people leading the march. We have citizens leading the march. We have war veterans leading the march. We have people from the civic society leading. I mean, everyone is there to lead the march, and you'll be able to see you'll be able to see who will be leading there. Someone says, 4th Street, won't there be enough space? Was there not enough space? Well, we're going to have to manage it. We're going to have to manage it to make sure that this stays peaceful and stays something that the citizens can actually enjoy for tomorrow. So why are we marching? Now, number one, like I said, we are marching to thank the military, to say to our military, thank you, and thank you, and thank you for opening up this space. Number two, we want to march to be, but we want to be strong about this. Now, we don't want military rule in Zimbabwe. And we know this. Our military has already told us that they want to restore civilian rule. So we want to agree with them to say, listen, as soon as this job of removing the terror that we have had is done, we don't want military rule, we want civilian rule, and what we want is to create our government of the people and by the people and for the people. This is very, very important for us. And then thirdly, we're also marching tomorrow together for peace. We're marching to say it's time for a new Zimbabwe. I want to ask those of you that are not going to make it to any march or any convergence anyway, especially if you're a Christian, you need to be praying. Prayer is very important. You know, I'm a praying man. Everything I've gone through this year, I've survived it because of prayer. I've spent time in prayer. I've spent time asking God to help me. So if you are a Christian, please do spend time in prayer for this thing happening. Someone says, can the London March organizers tweet the hashtag ZimFreedom, something? Okay, I'm sure they can see it, but please find each other over there. So tomorrow is definitely happening. There is no longer any doubt whether the citizens' march or the Zimbabweans' march is happening tomorrow. The Zimbabwe grounds, we're starting there. 8 o'clock, we start to gather. And then at 4th Street, if you are coming from anywhere else and you can't go to Highfields, head out to 4th Street. We're going to be gathering people there. I'm told the combis are going to be in on it. Some of them, I think, have agreed to even ferry people for free. I've got to find out about that. But whatever the case is, let's go. This is our moment. This is our time. We just cannot miss it. I think an important thing, Zimbabweans, that we must understand is that nobody will fight our battles for us. Nobody will fight our wars for us. SADC cannot make a decision for us. They have to stand with us and not stand for us. Okay? The military are standing with us. They are not out there to just make decisions, on their own. But they have invited the people and they've said, no, come, let's do it. Let's move. Okay, someone says you're clashing with AC. Please tell me what the clash is so that I can clarify concerning what it is. But we are definitely together on this. So tomorrow we stand up for our freedom, for our pride, our children, and our beloved country. I will be there. That's Herbert Monde. Thanks, Herbert. We'll see you there tomorrow. History in the making for Zimbabwe. Someone says, thank you, Zimbabwe Defense Forces. Absolutely, that's Rafiq Lambert. Thank you very much, Rafiq, for that. So once again, guys, we're going to make this thing happen. We are agreed on this, that the rule of Robert Mugabe in Zimbabwe is over. It's time up now. Okay, we can't take another month of it, another whatever of it. It's just time. And we want to do it properly. We know there's no violence, nothing. And I'm told that there's many other things that are taking place to make sure that's happening. Okay, someone says here, I don't know who this is over here, but God bless you anyway, over there. So tomorrow we're together and we're going to have to stand with people that you may not like. I'm going to be standing with people from ZANU-PF that I may not like, but tomorrow we're all Zimbabweans. Let's stop being divided by people. Let's stop being divided by what people think or what people say. Let's be united. Let's make sure that we stand together as we take our country forward. So real quick, if you're joining us, if you're going to be in Cape Town, I'm told that Cape Town at the Grand Parade tomorrow, Cape Town at the Grand Parade tomorrow, this is where the convergence is going to be taking place. If you're in Johannesburg, I'm told it's going to be at the Zimbabwean Embassy in Johannesburg or the Zimbabwean Consulate in Johannesburg. It's not Germiston, it's Eastgate. I'm told it is. I hope that's correct. In Manchester, I'm told there's something happening. Manchester March at Piccadilly Gardens, that's in the UK. In Gaborone, in Botswana, the airport junction is where people are going to meet and they're going to march to the embassy. So please, those of you that are in Gaborone, Botswana, let us know, let everyone else know what time that's going to be so that this happens. So again, a really, really exciting time for Zimbabwe over here. Guys, it doesn't matter what people think. I mean, I have people sending me messages here and they're saying, you're an effing con, and they're being rude about it, and they're saying you're an effing con, you're working with Mnangagwa. I don't care what you think. I'm not working with Mnangagwa, I'm working with Zimbabwe. And that's it. I've been accused of that for the last 18 months, so it's nothing new. Don't be afraid. We have to take fear off. If we are going for Zimbabwe, we're going for Zimbabwe, okay? So again, let's make sure tomorrow, no looting, no violence, no fighting. It's peaceful. In fact, everyone is going to be involved in making sure that we apprehend anyone who's being violent or anyone who's looting, because tomorrow is a time for Zimbabwe. Tomorrow is a time for Zimbabwe. So let me just clarify again. I know that we're about to come to the end of this broadcast just now in about 6-7 minutes. So at 8 a.m. Zimbabwe grounds, we're going to go. We're going to go to the Zimbabwe grounds at 8 a.m. tomorrow, Saturday. Bring your flags. If you have your Zimbabwe flag, this one. If you have a Zimbabwe flag, this one, bring it tomorrow. This is the time. You know, this nonsense of them saying the Zimbabwe flag has been banned. That's not true. Come on. This is our nation. It's our nation. So tomorrow we're going to, now there are people coming from across the country. I'm told there are buses coming from Masvingo. There are buses coming from, I think it might be Bulawayo and Vic Falls, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm excited about this, that Zimbabweans are making this happen. Now, you know what's exciting about this is that people are paying for this themselves. It's not run by donor funding or anything. It's people that are paying for this. If you want to help with transportation, and a lot of people are asking, what do we do if we want to send some money for transportation? Here's what you can do. You can send that via EcoCash to this number. If you want to send any money for transportation, it could be $1, $2, $5, whatever amount you want. It's entirely up to you. I promise you that it will go where it is supposed to go, to paying for transport, paying for water for people. So if you want to help, and there is no forcing here, if you want to help, 50 cents, a dollar, whatever it is, you can contribute. You can contribute towards this number on EcoCash, 0775 157 470. One more time, if you want to send any help, $1, $2, $3, $5, $10, whatever amount you want for transport, to help us to transport people, to buy water and things like that, it's 0775 157 470. And we will be able to make sure that that money goes into making sure that the welfare of people who are coming is looked after. We have some of our senior citizens, old people who are coming, some of them who can't walk, so we're organizing transport for them. We have war veterans who have been hurt, who were hurt during the war, who were injured, who can't walk. They are coming. We're also organizing transport for them. This is how it works. Zimbabweans, I can't tell you how excited I am. I just cannot tell you how exciting this is. I can't tell you how significant. I think more than exciting, it's just a significant time, okay? So that we make our voice heard. We make it known to this government that we have, that as Zimbabweans, we just want something different, that we cannot be held hostage by people who look after themselves and not us. Someone said to me, Pastor E, why are you marching tomorrow? Someone says so many people need to let go of the past and forgive. It's the only way forward. You're right, Callie Kennedy. Someone says Thomas Mapfumo is coming. Can you imagine? Thank you so much for reminding me about that. Can you imagine? I saw a video of Thomas Mapfumo, who left Zimbabwe and was living in exile in the United States. He's on his way to Zimbabwe right now. He's coming back home. Now that is absolutely amazing. And so someone was saying to me, someone says this army will impose a leader on us. Once they have used us, we need to think ahead. Well, that's correct. I think that we're going to have to work together with them in terms of building an all-inclusive transitional government. That's another thing that's very important. Thank you for bringing that up. One of the things that we are pushing for is that we want to build an all-inclusive transitional government for our nation. So it's not just a government of people from ZANU only, because we're helping each other here to win this battle. So it's an all-inclusive transitional government that includes everybody. And that is something that we're going to absolutely fight for and demand as we go forward. So Pastor E, why are you marching? Someone says to me. Let me tell you what, I'm marching for my children tomorrow. I'm standing up for my children tomorrow. I'm standing up for every single day that I've spent in prison this year. I'm standing up for every single day that I was hauled before the courts and accused falsely this year. I'm standing up for every single dollar that I paid in bail money this year. I'm standing up and marching for every single day that I lived without my family, which is now 11 months this year. And I need you to find your reason for why you're standing up. What is your reason for why you're marching? What is your reason for why you're coming out to make this happen? So fellow Zimbabweans, this is it. We are not stopping. That the churches, the pastor, someone has just posted there, Priska Karanda. If my people who are called by my name, hallelujah. Thank you so much, Priska. That's the truth. The pastors are coming, they're praying. Pastors and bishops and evangelists and priests and prophets, if you hadn't made up your mind about coming tomorrow, please, tomorrow you must be with us, okay? We need you, stand with us. We need to pray together. We need to stand together so that when we talk about this, we can all say that we were there, okay? We can all say that we were there. So come on all, let's go. Drop your plans for tomorrow. Make sure your kids are safe somewhere and you can come. If you're not bringing them out, I would say maybe you can leave your kids and come yourself, because it's going to be a long day that we're going to make this thing work. So whatever you do, tomorrow if you are in Zimbabwe, if you are in Harare, make your way to this march. It is the people's time. It is Zimbabwe's time. And we're going to make this happen and take our nation to another level. So someone here says, someone else says, which one? That's an old video, Ivan, of what? I don't know. Tell me, it's an old video of what? Okay, that's an old video of Mapfumo, so maybe it's not true that Thomas Mapfumo is coming. So thank you for clarifying that. So maybe he's not coming, but whatever the case is, if he's not coming, I'm there. If he's not coming, you are there. We're gonna be there. We've been praying for a day like this. How foolish would we be to miss it? We've been trying to find a way of how we can get together, and finally the opportunity comes, and some people think we must stay at home. Never. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there. I will deal with whoever I need to deal with, that I don't like, that doesn't like me, at the march, and we are going to make it work. So make sure you bring some water. Now here's another thing. It might rain tomorrow. It might rain. What do we do if it rains? We carry on. Freedom is not afraid of rain. Listen, if you're afraid of rain, then I don't think you deserve freedom. That's just the truth. If we get wet in the rain tomorrow, we get wet. I'm not backing out of this just because it's going to rain. The rain is a blessing to us. So if it rains, the better. We are going to persevere in that rain until we achieve the goal of uniting citizens and of sending a message to this government and this leader who has oppressed us for so many years. My fellow Zimbabweans, tonight on the 8 p.m. news, the announcement was made. The Zimbabwe Defense Forces has cleared the march that's happening tomorrow, and they have encouraged us not to be violent. They have encouraged us not to insult, and they have encouraged us not to loot, and that is amazing. We had met earlier on, like I said to you, that we had met with war veterans and other stakeholders, and we were able to get this clearance going forward. And so we have a very horrible past. I just saw a comment there where someone is talking about Gukura Hundi. I agree with you. We have a very horrible past. And what I want for you to consider is that this is an opportunity for us to confront that past with a better future. To be able to say we are now going to go forward. We are going to find a way to deal with what happened to us, the bruises that we had, our relatives and friends who were killed, some who are still missing. We are now going to get a chance to deal with it, to get answers, and to bring healing to our country. And for me, this is what excites me. So very quickly, I'm going to give you the last bit of information again. Someone says citizens arrest for looters. Exactly. It's a peaceful march tomorrow. Peaceful march. Peaceful march. And by the way, this is not about me. I'm not the only one organizing this. I've joined together with many other people, many other amazing Zimbabweans who are making this thing happen. So if you are in Harare or in the vicinity of Harare and you are coming, and you must be coming, change your mind and let's make this thing happen. We are going to go to the Zimbabwe grounds in Highfields, together with the war veterans who will lead there, and they will also allow everyone else to be part of it tomorrow as well. I want you to be there. I don't want you to miss out there tomorrow. I'm just blocking someone there who who is being vulgar on our podcast. We can't allow that. So tomorrow we're going to make it work. So tomorrow at the Zimbabwe grounds in Highfields, people are starting to gather from 8 in the morning. Then in 4th Street in Harare, At about 9 in the morning, I gather between 9 and 10 o'clock, a crowd is going to begin to gather at 4th Street. And then the crowd that's coming from the Zimbabwe ground is going to come into town and meet up with the crowd at 4th Street. And together we will receive instructions about how we're going to march to T State House. So tomorrow it's on. There is no going back. When you go to sleep tonight, we are leaving an old chapter behind. When we go to sleep tonight, we are leaving an old Zimbabwe behind. When we go to sleep tonight, we are leaving all the bad memories of this nation behind. But when we wake up in the morning, we are going to be staring straight in the face a brand new nation, a Zimbabwe that most of us never thought possible. And my hope is that we can still build it together. My hope is that we can still make it happen together. A few comments here that I want to just look at. Someone says, let's move forward. Kanatoya Mbuka, Jordan, Tichifamba Mumwea, that's it. Someone also here says, I agree, Ivan, anyone who doesn't want to march, please pick your, okay, there's pick your SHIT and leave Zimbabwe, or whatever that is. But I want to just say that, if you're not going to come tomorrow, listen, if you think tomorrow is too dangerous, if you think tomorrow is a waste of time, stay at home. And you can watch us do it, okay? We can watch. Now, is there danger involved? Yes, there's an element of danger. But tell me what we have not faced. What haven't we faced so far? We've faced everything. We've faced everything that there is to face. Our money has been taken from us. Our health has been taken from us. Our education has been taken from us. Our brothers and sisters are all over the world working for other nations because they ran away from Zimbabwe. Our families have been taken from us. So tomorrow we move. We're not joking. We're not staying behind. And we are going to make it happen. Zimbabweans, wherever you are, this has been a wonderful, wonderful build-up to where we are. And it's been such a walk. Some of us only started last year in April, but there are many who started way before. You know, many of the people that are in politics, in opposition politics, the likes of Morgan Changirai, Tendai Beatties, all these people, Nelson Chamisa, Sekai Holland, the Margaret Dongos, the Justina Mkokos, so many people that started many years ago before us. Everything that they started for is this moment that we are going into, and we are grateful. And so everyone is welcome tomorrow. Let's make this thing happen. Let's make this thing work. Fellow Zimbabweans, thank you very, very much. We love you. May God bless you. You know me. Once we are done, I am going to pray. Someone says, Trevor Vu says it's confirmed there won't be any police roadblocks. Yeah, I believe it is confirmed. And let's make it happen. You know me, I love to pray, so we're going to pray before we are done. Gracie Banda says, all black, white, Asian, green, blue, yellow, old, young Zimbabwean, please, let's come together, leave your different parties. Exactly. Well done, Grace. Someone there says, I hope Anapasa Ningirikini and all the Chakutis attend this event. Yes, absolutely. Someone here also says, march on Zimbabwe. I'll be marching and praying for you. Prayer moves mountains. Absolutely. I'm going to pray, and then we're done for the night. The next broadcast you're going to be seeing from me after this one is going to be at the march tomorrow. All right. Are you ready for us to pray? All right, let's pray. Our Father, our God in heaven, we thank you for this moment tonight. We thank you for where you have brought our nation to. We thank you that you are faithful, oh God. You said in your word that you'll never leave us nor forsake us. You said that your word never expires for us. And so today we want to thank you that the freedom you promised us in Zimbabwe, my God, we are facing it right now. We ask for a big, successful meeting tomorrow as the citizens get together and as we march. We ask, Father, that you'd keep us safe, keep violence away, keep looting away, and help us as we do this. We give you praise, we give you worship for where we are. Help us, Father. We've made many mistakes ourselves, but we know that we can depend on you. We thank you, my God. Amen and amen. Fellow Zimbabweans, wherever you are, this is a wonderful, wonderful time. And I want to thank you so much for staying the course, for being with us. Again, we've made many mistakes, but I thank God that we've been able to find each other. And we are now in a place where we can move forward progressively. So you keep well. We love you too much. And if you're coming tomorrow, we're together. If you can't make it and you're going to another march in another country, make that happen. If not, find a place to watch and let's make this thing happen. God bless you, Zimbabweans. We love you so much. And we'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye. Okay, we'll switch. Twitter off there. And we'll switch Facebook.